Okay. Today we're going to be talking about 4 different ideas on how to get out of your comfort zone. I talk about a lot, mention it in every other post. It's kind of obnoxious, but it's so important. That's why I always bring it up. Okay, I want to try this. I want to get out of my comfort zone. You know, I feel really stagnant right now. I don't feel like I've been growing as a person. This means that you have to get out of your comfort zone. I read this amazing quote yesterday.
It wasn't a quote, actually.
So I listened to an amazing podcast yesterday. Nature and the universe, you know, the typical. We are nature. So human beings are a part of nature. And like nature, if we're not growing, then we're dying. You know, if a plant isn't growing, then it's gonna die. I resonated with that so much. I thought that was just such a good comparison. Okay, so number 1 is spending time alone.
I'll stop playing with my hair, I'm sorry.
I put a lot of emphasis on this one. That's why I made it number 1. It's so rare that we're actually alone, like completely alone. If we're not alone, we're texting someone, we're FaceTiming, we're calling, and you know, that is such a great tool to like connect with people all around the world, but it's also a really dangerous thing if you're constantly relying on other people's validation or opinions. Maybe you're only trying to impress certain people by making a certain Instagram story. It's really hard to get actual good alone time. You know, when you're alone, you have no other choice but to look inwards. It sounds so cheesy, but it's true. Being alone forces you to dive into what you want. You know, it gets rid of all the background noise from friends, family, people on the internet, and really makes you figure out what you want to do, what makes you happy and nobody else. Time alone, that could be as simple as going to the grocery store alone, going to a movie alone, spending maybe the afternoon alone, reading a good book, doing some journaling, whatever. I know everyone here loves a good farmer's market, so go to that alone. You know, you don't always have to be with people. Spending that time alone kind of helps you build that confidence. So maybe if you do find yourself in a situation where usually you would turn to someone else, like, I don't know, your car broke down, you got lost, something like that, it forces you to figure it out on your own. It gives you that confidence. Always with other people, it's really easy to rely on other people for every single thing. And once you start relying on everyone else, it strips away almost your identity. Like, who are you without these people around you? So I think spending time alone, going to a new workout class alone is really scary, but it's small. It's just a liberating feeling. You get to decide when you go. You get to decide when you leave, how much effort you put in. You don't kind of in your own world, you put those blinders on. Time alone, I think, is such a crucial part of getting out of your comfort zone. I really think it's one of the only few ways where you're guaranteed growth instantly after you're done. Number 2, saying yes to things you wouldn't normally say yes to. What I mean is sometimes we get invites where an invites you to a dinner, you don't really feel like going, or maybe someone invites you to coffee and you don't really feel like going, or maybe someone asks you to come to a workout class and you just don't really feel like going. I know I used to hate saying yes to things because I just like being in my own bubble. I like being in my own space, but sometimes maybe you're not ready to take on that initiative yourself. So when someone else asks you to go, that's the universe telling you that you should go. You know, I truly believe that everything is brought to you. Everything happens for you. When someone's asking you to go to certain things or to do certain things and you really want to say no, start saying yes, because it's being attracted to you for a certain reason. Like, you're supposed to be going to this thing or else someone wouldn't be asking you to go. I mean, there's this balance that's kind of difficult to find between saying yes to every single thing, and then also it's really easy to say no to every single thing where you almost become too caught up in your own world. You're not experiencing new things and new people. And so next time when someone asks you to go do something, yes, because you never actually know what could come out of it. The most underwhelming thing that you've done, and you say after you're done, I'm never doing something like this again, but at least then you know that and you've learned something from it. Or it could be maybe someone asks you to go to a new workout class and it's the most amazing workout class you've ever been to, and now, you know, touch some fire in your soul and you feel like a whole new person. That's something that benefited you. So that is my number 2. Start saying yes to things that you normally wouldn't say yes to. Number 3 ask someone new to hang out. It doesn't have to be like just like a date setting. I don't mean like ask someone out on a date. If maybe there's someone that you've been really admiring from afar on Instagram, or social media, you've been reading a blog or something, and they live in your area, ask them to hang out. Ask them to go get coffee. Ask them, I don't like saying maybe not to go get a drink, but maybe if that's something that you feel like you'd want to do, but saying don't maybe start off with a drink, because the moment you start having alcohol and start drinking alcohol, you're not really your true authentic self. So when you meet these people, you're not really connecting on an honest level, as if, say, if you are going out to get coffee, going to get a green juice, going to a dinner, going to lunch, going to breakfast. Breakfast and lunch are more of a friendly thing versus dinner. Intimate. We always attach that to dinner for some reason. So maybe asking someone to brunch or coffee is a good place to start. But you never know who could be, you know, your next best friend. And as human beings, we constantly want to like feel stimulation. We want to feel some type of uncertainty. Like we need uncertainty as much as we need certainty in our life to balance. You feel like you're not growing as a person. Maybe it's because you haven't experienced any new individuals around you. That means you're lacking in uncertainty. So what's more uncertain than going to coffee with someone that you don't really know yet? To make a new business partner, like you have no idea what could come out of it. And you could always learning from other people. And we're literally put on this earth with human beings is to share our stories with each other and learn from them and grow. So asking someone new to hang out, is a really good way to start. Just a coffee. And you know what? It's not a weird thing. Like, I don't know why we always have to attach that message of, sorry, I don't want to be creepy, but I just was wondering if you wanted to get coffee sometime. Like, that's not a weird thing. Like, human beings want to interact with each other. It's a natural thing. Like, human connection is one of the main reasons why, like, we thrive. Like, we need human connection to live. Like, when I first got to Korea, I had to ask people to hang out and put in the initiative constantly. I've only been here a little under 3 months now, and you know, people don't just come to you. Like, you have to reach out to other people. You're either gonna go and have the most amazing coffee date of your life, or you're gonna go and have, you know, a not so great one. Maybe that's something that you won't do again. Chat with someone new, learn their story. You just feel like you've just have a new experience. You feel like you've almost lived through their experience after you get to talk to them. I don't know. It's something that I've really been having to force myself to do, and it's really got me out of my comfort zone. I used to sit and wait for people to come to me, but I realized that's not the case anymore. Like, I have to put in that initial effort to make friends. So that is number 3. Ask someone else to do something new. Ask someone new to hang out. And my 4th and final tip on how to get out of your comfort zone would definitely be traveling. More specifically, traveling alone. But I do understand that traveling alone is a giant step. It's a really scary, intimidating thing to do. You know, I still can't believe that I did it and I'm here alone. Like, it's kind of like mind-blowing to me, because I never would have thought that I would be the type of person that could go and travel by myself. Gonna be a huge step. You're gonna have to start at spending time alone. Then you're gonna have to start at, you know, asking new people to do new things and slowly build your way up to traveling alone. But if you can just believe that you have the confidence to do something like this, I think that you should just do it. If you have the feeling that you know, might be able to, fucking do it. There is nothing like getting out of your fucking comfort zone than hopping on a plane and going to a new country by yourself. Like, trying to get through the airport by yourself is such a scary thing to do. I'm so bad with directions. All my friends are gonna listen to this and laugh and agree, because they know that I am. But now that I've had to literally force myself, learn how to read maps, figure out where to go on my own, get on buses, get on planes, like, by myself, not actually really knowing if I'm going to the right destination because things are in a different language, the confidence that I've built from doing that is like insane. Because I never had a car growing up, so I never paid attention to any direction, so I never really knew where I'm going. Now, like, I always know where I'm going because I don't have another choice. Like, I could end up on the other side of Korea having to teach myself new words in a new language and how in Korean. Like, I have to do these things to like survive here. Like I stay lost in my own little world or be like the girl from Taken. So traveling alone is such a big thing. And if, you know, you're not really ready to travel alone yet, try traveling with a buddy, with your, you know, if you have a strong relationship, travel with your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. Getting out into a new culture, immersing yourself in a new life is just so eye-opening. You just think you know so much, no matter where you're from, and then the moment you're stuck in like a new culture, it is the craziest feeling. You just realize how big the world actually is and how small and insignificant that your own problems really are. Traveling was such a big thing for people. There is a stigma around it, like, oh, like you're not going into your 9-to-5 job, oh, like she's just gonna go the whole teach English thing, like she's just traveling, like she just wants to go get drunk in Thailand. Like, no, that's not what I'm doing at all. And learning how to adapt to certain scenarios, thinking on your feet, it's really just sharpened my mind, like, and made me so much more self-aware. And I can't even begin to explain how much growth I've experienced in the short 3 months that I've been here. I can't even imagine what I'm gonna feel like at the end of this year, and I'm really excited to watch this YouTube video at the end of this year and what I'm like, because I've had to force myself to do all these things, spend time alone, saying yes to things that I normally wouldn't say yes to, asking new people to hang out, traveling by myself, getting on buses, planes, reading signs alone. I'm constantly being like pulled in new directions, and it's just such an amazing feeling to look back and be like, you know what, I can do things like this. Never thought that I could, and now here I am filming this YouTube video saying that you can do this. Like, you have it in you. You have just got to get out of your own way and realize that you are as confident as you say that you are. So the moment you just start telling yourself, I am confident, I can travel alone, I can do this, you are gonna start to believe it. You start to feel it. Like, there is no difference between me and you watching this right now. Like, there's no difference. The only difference is that I actually like started believing myself when I said that I can do something like this. I can get out of my comfort zone and grow as a human being. So start by taking it slow. Start by going to that new workout class. Get out of that comfort zone. You know, we are plants, like I said at the beginning, and if we don't grow, then we die. So get out of that comfort zone and let me know where you end up. I'm excited to hear. And thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate this so much. Like, you have no idea. If you are still watching to the end, I don't even know if you are. I don't know if anyone's watching this. So anyway, thank you so much. Have the most amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.